Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
Welcome to your daily dose of, actually not daily, weekly dose of CWSA. My name is Viewer Kyolan and I'll be hosting you from 11 to 11:30. We will be highlighting the very best initiatives, forums, projects that are coming out of CWSA today. And there's a new partnership that's coming in the forefront now for the next few days. And I'm so excited to be talking about it. The acting national executive for CWSA, Obayi, will be joining us. Dr. Obayi will be joining us on air shortly to tell us a little bit about their new campaign, which is in line with 16 days of activism. I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, that CWSA just does not stop. They're constantly working, constantly preserving the rights of our children in South Africa, making sure that they have a better tomorrow, making sure that they live in safe environments. But more than that, they're also making sure that their mothers and their fathers are also living lives that are good examples that will, allow them to also feel safe and feel confident to raise the kids that, are coming up. I'm very excited about the work that's going to be coming out of CWSA, and it's always amazing to see them push on and carry on and keep, waving the flag. Because you would assume that in November, December, things start dying out and, campaigns and specific NGOs start, slowing down. But CWSA, it's quite the opposite, actually. We find that there's a bit of there's actually more energy, and the year is going to end off with a bang, definitely. And if you have any opinions, please don't be afraid to do so. Send me an email, send me an SMS, send me anything, a text rather, at Brand Live Radio, and I will definitely make sure I pass on the message to Dr. Obayi, who will be joining us a little bit later. Just for now, we'll take a short break, and hopefully he'll be back online, and then we can start talking about today's topic.
Brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat.
Are you an innovator and solution provider? The Innovation Hub is looking for entrepreneurs in the ICT, advanced manufacturing, bioeconomy, and the green economy sectors.
If you have an innovative prototype or startup business which addresses an existing market need and you're predominantly based in Gauteng, we invite you to apply for one of our incubation programs. For more information, visit theinnovationhub.com or call 012-844-0000. The Innovation Hub is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Gauteng Growth and Development Agency.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Yes, you're back on CWSA today, and I am your host, Viewer Kyolan. And we all know about this worldwide campaign called 16 Days of Activism, which is to oppose against activism against women. 16 days of activism against abuse from women and children, and it's to oppose violence against women and children, as I said. And it aims to raise the awareness of negative impact that the violence and the abuse have on women, children, and sort of rid the society of abuse permanently. Now, the 16 Days of Activism campaign is usually held from the 25th of November to the 10th of December every year. However, the success of this campaign rests on our daily individual collective actions to safeguard our society against the cycle of abuse. It stems from a lot of different things, but one of them is low status of women in the home and society. It also happens when men abuse power of and positions of authority in order to control women and children. And it's sort of any form of behavior that causes fear, bodily harm, and a person to do things against their will. And as I said in the beginning of the show, I'm speaking to Dr. Benny Obayi, who's going to be giving us a little bit of insight as to what Child Welfare South Africa is going to be doing in conjunction with 16 Days of Activism. Good morning, Doctor.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know that there's an amazing campaign coming out for Child Welfare South Africa, which is in line with 16 Days of Activism. That will be starting quite soon. Can you just give us an idea as to about the campaign and how long it's going to be running for?
Child Welfare South Africa is running the campaign in line with the 16 Days of Activism for No Violence Against Women and Children.
Yes.
It's an international campaign, and we are keen into the campaign. It runs for 16 days. And for those 16 days, Child Welfare South Africa has different activities lined up as part of the campaign. But most importantly, we're asking people to join in the campaign, to be part of the movement that is advocating for no violence against women and children in the society.
Definitely. And what are the kinds of ways in which people can participate in the campaign?
Basically, there are different ways people can participate, but Child Welfare South Africa is using a platform. We're using a social media platform during the 16 Days of Activism. And what we are doing is reaching out to different people. We have celebrities that we are working with as champions, and they are looking at the different programs that we have that ranges from looking at the issues of the girl child, the boy child, HIV/AIDS, child protection, and so on. And we are calling people from the different walks of life to look at those different areas that we work in and indicate what they would like to support or what they would like to partner with child welfare in addressing the issues. All the work that we do focuses on addressing issues such as gender-based violence, violence against women and children, which ranges from your normal everyday, crime and violence to the subtle ones that people don't know about. So the way we are calling on people to get involved is we're asking people to visit our website, www.childwelfaresa.org.za, and look at the page and the different hashtags that we have for the campaign. The main hashtag that we have is hashtag child welfare, hashtag CWSA, count me in. And then people would be able to see the different things we're doing in those areas and how they can get involved. But what is important is that the people that are working out there to keep children safe, to keep the society free from crime and violence, they need a lot of support. They need a lot of motivation to continue the work. And that's why we're reaching out to people and saying, let them come on board and partner with child welfare. Let's do the work together.
Completely agree. And I'm just thinking now, Doctor, we've got so many things going on in the news in terms of sexual harassment and sexual assault, which is also quite a violation. If you think of Cosby and Weinstein and all of these really horrendous accusations that have been laid out, can you just talk to us a little bit about policies that CWSA is sort of going to back and sort of really show off in the 16 Days activism campaign that are going to allow, women and children to be educated about the kind of rights that they have?
Yeah, basically, within the South African context, there are great legislations, there are great policies that protect women and children, but where the difficulty has been is the implementation. Collective ownership, people taking responsibility. because you might have the finest of legislation, but if somebody is not taking action, if somebody is not being proactive enough to, for instance, report a case of abuse,
yes,
or if there is no one who is going to investigate the case, or if there's no one who is going to speak up or challenge what is happening in the society, the legislation won't do that. The
yes,
policies won't do that. So, in as much as we have the finest of legislations and policies, we still need the collective action. We still need people going out there, challenging the issues,
yes,
people taking responsibility, people taking ownership, that when people see something wrong happening in the environment, in where they live or where they are, they would have the confidence to report the case. And that happens, through when people know that the systems work, when people know that they can go to the police station and report a case and it to be followed up on. And when the people, the frontline workers know that if they are going to follow up on a case, they would have all the necessary backing and all the necessary tools and all that they would need to do the work. So that's why we are focusing on equipping and empowering those that are in the front line to make sure they do their work. Because if there's no one to implement the policy, the policies are not
effective.
It's not active and it's not any better than any other document that is on the shelf.
I completely agree. I think there's been quite a stance on safety also about where women walk, where they are in the environment. Who do you think would make sense to partner with in the specific campaign with child welfare to ensure sort of that safety for women with disabilities, women with, or ethnic minorities, whatever the case may be, do feel safe in their streets? Who are your targeted stakeholders and partners for this campaign?
First of all, we're working with all our the organizations. We're working with within our offices in the 9 provinces. We have offices in all the 9 provinces,
yes,
and from there, working in conjunction with our affiliates, the 164 of them, and then the stakeholders in each province. The South African Police Services,
yes,
and the Departments of Social Development, and all the other stakeholders in the provinces. So we're working closely with the key stakeholders as we go on this process.
Definitely, and I know you spoke a little bit about celebrity activism, where you find a lot of celebrities who are going to be speaking on the subject and sort of supporting child welfare's efforts. Can you give us an idea of who's going to be a part of the conversation from a celebrity point of view, and why you chose them specifically?
One of the things we're doing is we're using this process, and as we know, celebrities usually have a way of reaching out to the public,
yes,
and appealing to people's hearts and minds.
yes.
So we've pulled together a couple of celebrities, and we still have a few that will still come on board. So from sports celebrities like Stephen Tabline, and all the way to our child ambassador, Megan. We have celebrities that are reaching out to different people using their platform just to appeal to the public on what we do in the different areas. And we selected the celebrities based on what they represent and how they're able to communicate effectively what the different programs is all about. So when we select a sports celebrity, a male figure, to champion our boy child, it's because we want something that the boy out there would look and become a role model for a for a boy, or a lady that champions a girl child program becomes a role model for the girls. So it's on those bases that we look at different people that would champion different causes, and a lot of the details on the celebrity campaign can be found on our website, www.childwelfaresa.org.za, and also there will be a lot of information that will be shared through our Twitter handle and our Facebook. Our Twitter handle is at childwelfare_SA, and most of the celebrity information will be shared using this platform. So we're asking people to look out for what different celebrities will be tweeting or sharing regarding Child Welfare South Africa under the the global theme of the hashtag Child Welfare CWSA Count Me In.
Definitely. And I know that you have sort of based the 16 days off of your new theme, or rather a theme that you've come up with, which is Girls Matter. Can you just talk to us a little bit about the theme and what it actually stands for?
Okay, no, we have different things in focus for the different initiatives that we are running. So for instance, our project that focuses on the girl child. So the theme is hashtag Girl Child Matter, because we want to raise awareness on the fact that this is not just another girl, but the issues that concern girls is also important, like any other issue in society. And the one that deals with our boy child program, the focus, the theme is hashtag I Protect Girls.
Yes.
And it's a way of making commitments that they will be the one to protect and reach out to girls. Be the one that become a shield and protection for girls. Now, the one we have on trafficking and sexual exploitation is hashtag Stop This Crime.
Yes.
Because they're not really doing enough to address the challenge of sexual exploitation and trafficking of children.
Definitely.
So we've chosen different themes to highlight what we are focusing on and what we are championing, or the issues we are raising, rather than the different themes that we focus as an organization.
I also have found out that there's a bit of just talking about all your programs, that there's going to be, or there's a way to a partnership with Princess D Cups with a Child Welfare South Africa. Would you like to just share some light on that, if that's already on the table?
Yes, we've gone into the partnership with the Princess D, and it's regarding it's part of the Girl Child program.
Yes.
And different reports have shown that a lot of girls miss school during the menstrual period.
brandlive.co.za. You're listening to brandlive.co.za.
Well, you're back on CWSA today. And as I was speaking to Dr. Benny Obayi a little bit about their campaigning towards the 16 days of activism, they also have an amazing partnership that's going to be facilitated with the Princess D Menstrual Cup. And Dr. Obayi is going to be sharing a little bit more on that. Dr. Obayi, so you were speaking to me a little bit about your partnership for your Girl Child campaign with the Princess D Menstrual Cup.
Okay, yes. I'll just continue from where it went. So the partnership is about providing the menstrual cups to girls in resource-constrained and rural areas, just to make it easier for them to continue schooling. And it's so cost-effective because one cup can be used for up to 10 years. So that's part of why we're going into the partnership with the PSB. And we'll be reaching out to individuals and corporates to also come on board initiative, so to be able to reach out to many girls in different areas, schools, lots of schools, so that they would have this product that would make a huge difference in their life.
Definitely. And I think if you are protecting the dignity of children from a sanitation perspective, you're definitely, against the violence of women and children, definitely. I just want to know, in terms of your scale, the scale of the project, the 16 Days of Activism project that you have, how long is it going to be running for? What is the hashtag? What is the theme? So that people can just start sort of getting their mind around it and obviously start participating in the social media aspect of it.
Yeah. The campaign is for the entire period of the 16 Days of Activism,
yes.
From the 24th to the 10th of 24th of November to the 10th of December,
yes.
2017. And the global theme for child welfare is CWSA Count In. So once with the hashtag CWSA Count In, we'll be able to get to all the different hashtags that are running for the period of the campaign, and we'll get to know all that we are doing regarding the campaign.
Okay, lovely. So people can just hashtag Count Me In, CWSA Count Me In, and they can be part of the conversation.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Doctor. I think it's going to be an amazing month for CWSA. We'll talk to you again on Monday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And that wraps up the show for the day. I'm sure that you have a great understanding of the 16 Days of Activism, because it is a well-known campaign all around South Africa. And I think now it's creeping into the rest of the world. But I love the fact that, again, as I said, CWSA does not sleep. They carry on going. They carry on rolling. The ball just doesn't stop. And we just like to give a little bit of an apology on behalf of CWSA for the poor sound quality. It's been, the electricity has been off and on, but we don't stop as well. We don't stop, just like CWSA. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back again. Same time, same place again, only on Brand Live Radio next week from 11 to 11:30, speaking about all things that are going to guarantee that your children are safe and sound and out of harm's way. Thank you very much for listening.
brandlive.co.za